All right, and we're back with more Crusader Kings 3. And we are teaching Crusader Kings 3 here. At least that is the whole idea. So you come in. You have any questions? In the stream, I'll answer them. Try my very best to explain everything as it's going on. And yeah, let's do this. So we are currently here in Great Moravia. Our liege lord is being taken apart quite a bit. So we are looking to make our own fortune soon. So this can of course take many ways of looking, but we are going to try and get this kingdom over here that doesn't exist yet. The kingdom of Galicia Vologna, which we hold, I think, 2 counties of yet. So if we look at this, we have 1 duchy title, and we have 3 out of 6 de jure counties. So we need to be a little bit careful, because creating this costs us 500 gold, which we absolutely do not have. There are some ways for us to try and get that gold, but at the moment, it's going to be difficult. So we have to avoid, while we go ahead and expand, we have to avoid growing too big and into the wrong directions, really. So that's a problem to a degree. We're also trying to befriend this guy over here, because we are expanding through holy wars, which invite other people of the same faith into that war. And yeah, we're trying to get 1 person out of that equation, if we can manage at all. Righty. So what shall we do next? First, we're gonna unpause a little bit. Hungary seems to be in a bit of a civil war, which also makes sense as to why they are so weak at the moment. So we could declare a holy war here and try and snag a county, but it's not really worthwhile. Then again, they are entirely alone in that, so it might be. So let's check this out. Problem with these mainly is that they are tribal and not feudal, so they don't really give us anything. We can tell that by looking at our own little holding here, which is a tribal holding, and they are paying us nothing. They are the wrong holding type for us. So we could get it, but it wouldn't give us anything for now. Eventually, if you build it up and everything, that's gonna work. But yeah, we're a bit strapped for cash, really. So let's check our income. Our vassal taxes is 0.2, which is understandable. They don't earn anything as well. So main income is our domain. Main outgoing is court positions and men at arms, which is at a baseline here, really. Hungary has resolved its inner conflict. So, well, okay, they're kind of stuck at that strength. So I think, honestly, it would be a disservice to us if we didn't take anything now. We can take such a big chunk. Now, problem with all that is our succession. The succession will lead to a split, and since the second successor in our bloodline already has land here, this is going to be ripped apart. Like, it's not going to look nice. That's what I'm going to tell you. But I feel like if we don't take it now, we're not going to be able to for a long while. So we would get a second duchy title, which would bring us closer to the decision of forming a kingdom, which costs less than forming the kingdom that already exists. But we are lacking in gold quite severely. But I think we don't really have much of a choice So, yeah, basically the choice that we have is... Can't go for the full kingdom because we do not have the... we do not have the prerequisite piety. We could try and get some more piety, but we don't have enough money to go, for example, on a pilgrimage. So that again is a bit of a problem. So given our own size, how big we are, or rather how small we are, I think the very best thing we can do, really, is try and get a duchy. It would be lovely to just get the whole Grand Principality of Hungary. But getting there... We only got there through tournament, so let's check. How much is a pilgrimage at the moment? It's an activity. Yeah, we can't afford that. Let's check with our head of faith. Could befriend them. Which I find curious is... Okay, to ask for gold we need 250 piety. Seek indulgences costs us money. So the faith route is somewhat blocked. Obviously, if we start a holy war based on our faith, that's gonna chip away even more on that. So we gotta think about this for a moment. We are 40 right now. We are in good health. We are living healthy. We are a wrestler. We are a bit scarred, but that's fine. No one cares. So we're gonna live, say, another 20 years or so. In that time, we need to accrue 300 gold, and we need to get a third duchy title, which we might in the north here. So we can form our own kingdom. So I think we're gonna do this. Go for a holy war on a duchy. Question is, what bit do we want? Bihar or Vizgard? Now, this here has 2 counties. This here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the better and more interesting chunk that we can eat out of them. And we'll absolutely do it immediately. And since these are tribal holdings, they should be fairly easy to take. What's this? Okay, we no longer have an alliance with Tichomir, which I think was one of the weaker alliances we had anyway. Yeah, that's fine. We didn't lose an alliance of any sort of note or importance. I would like to select my army. Make sure they have a good commander, which they have. Might be a better commander here. Let's see. No, normal planes, doesn't really matter. So this army is not too shabby. The commander is amazing. But obviously the numerical superiority is going to be a big problem here. Question is, where are they going? Okay, we became friends with the High Chieftain. Good stuff. You can call your friends, I think, into wars as well. Or something. No, you can't. Our son Predslav needs a tutor. Let's give them the network, wet nurse there. Well, let's see where they're going. Ah, yes. Our heir and son has come of age. He is... Actually, he's pretty strong here. I'm surprised. I'm impressed. With just this, but all the traits he has. Just, diligent, and gregarious. Well, gregarious not, but these two here. That's a high level. I think he goes on the council immediately. For this guy... Let's bring in our son here. He's definitely better suited. He's much better at it. And we're going to go ahead and let him collect taxes. He'll just continue with that, which is perfectly fine by me. So he goes up in prestige and he earns a little bit of money now, being in this position. They can marry. So we're going to go ahead and send the proposal because we want to keep that alliance that we've got here. It has done us well in the past. Okay. These are not part of our enemy. They are simply hostile to us. I think they're going here. Trying to get this, because this they can siege. It's really nothing there. But that's fine. We take this and then we go north. If he takes anything at all anywhere. Or, you know, he's just walking around right now, so it doesn't really matter much. Alright, good. Diplomacy, lifestyle experience. Let's see. All problems will be blamed on our vassal boy here. Sure. We are getting a lot of stress because we're forgiving, but there's nothing here that wouldn't lead for us to go for stress. So we're picking this. He's just the problem. And we are again overwhelmed by stress. And we will not take up any of those vices. We will just get a little bit more stress and hopefully deal with it eventually. Okay, they are sieging. Again, not a problem army. Unless they accidentally walk on top of us. Which they might. Doesn't look like though. Look at that. This is a balanced battle here that we would be walking into. That's insane. That is a balanced battle. That's just the better commander and everything. So this here is hills. We're going to switch out our own commander for this guy. We would be defending in hills. But just because they're higher quality and a better commander and everything, it's just crazy. So our son and vassal... we keep him on just, or what could we do? Now we keep him on just. We can't afford more stress. I like to go with a little bit of a roleplay direction, but honestly... Okay, so he's walking away. Let's see if we actually win this fight. We might not. Okay, he got some more troops down there. Let's see. He didn't get any allies. He's just starting to replenish now. So I think it might be sensible to call in our ally. So he is a chief, a high chief, so it costs us more to call him in. So we're gonna call our lower ranked friend first, this guy. So we're winning it, but we're taking a good amount of losses there. And now we send them south. But you saw how the calculation really skewed towards him. He had a lot better army, basically. So we don't necessarily need our ally, but it might speed the whole thing up a little bit. And we do not necessarily have time. So let's check our prisoners, if there's anyone we can ransom. This man, but... Oh, finally there's some money in here. And he can't afford the 100 gold, so we'll take the 10, honestly. And let him go. Let's see, is there anyone really sensibly... Well, no, he doesn't convert, so... Maybe this guy will convert. No, he will not. True believer. Well, fine. Can get some good courtiers through these kind of interactions. Alright, so we go further south. We have a lot of stuff to siege here. And our ally will help with that a little bit, I hope. They might do their own siege. Over there in Statmor. Zatmor? Well, we're going to Bihar, is what I know. Our ally has joined, so now we should be fairly safe. We could, of course, attack his capital. Always a chance to capture the enemy leader. Always a chance of getting a good hostage in any other capacity out of it. And so on and so forth, but you never know. Oh, our eunuch dwarf son has increased his martial skill by 3. Alright. Fair enough. Now, the gift of my companion for her is enough. We literally don't have the money. We can't just give all of our money to a wife in the form of a brooch. We are far too poor for something like that. Alright, let's see. A snake at court. Ladder, open up my honeycomb, but this is I, Jaromir. Push the shutters open, and lo and behold, a man has climbed into ladders. Chambers. Count Jaromir. By Satan, have you no shame? Ay, ay, ay. Adultery under my own roof. Have you ever seen such horrors, such tragedy? A new lifestyle perk. Let's see. Is there anything that gives us money? No, there really isn't. Thoughtful. No, it doesn't help us. August. It helps us with prestige a little bit. It's the closest we're gonna get, so we just keep going here. Alright, he's counter-sieging, but we're both finishing up our sieges. Possibly our ally goes back, but I don't think he has the strength for that, so we will have to go there as well. They do not engage on their own in super dangerous battles that they are definitely going to lose, but yeah, okay, he's not going there. So we will, once we're done with our siege. Okay, we got some gold out of it. Our ally will come with us. So look at that siege. That's going quick. He's fleeing, of course. As well he should. Alright, so hills again. We have our hill and forest lad there. So... we are at a huge disadvantage. Let's see. Golden Child. Oh. Father, we found this while exploring the northern tower yesterday. You should have it. Oh. Thank you, Miss Lava. That's so kind. We will invest it in soldiers to kill our enemies. Ah. So we just captured the Khan himself. I think that's their king. No, his primary heir. So... now we enforce our demands. And we take all of this. Obviously, this is far too big for us, right? And we do not have the duchy title yet. But, and that's where it gets a little bit iffy here. If we look in the succession here, we see he gets this. He gets all of this. And, yeah, that's a problem. Let's try and... like, we can't make him a monk anymore. He's engaged, I think. Let's see. He's betrothed to her. Yeah, that's the strong alliance we have here. So we can't kick him out anymore. We can't make him a monk or anything. That's just not possible. I don't want to challenge him to a board game. I'm thinking about what to do here. So let's see. Can't we give him some titles down here? Yes, we can. So how much do we have to get rid of? A bunch. So we're just going to give him all of these. All of the new ones he gets. Basically. Again, these are all not great domains. So it's not too much of an issue. Let's go and negotiate an alliance with him. And see about the ransom here. Ooh. That's a good big ransom here. We'll take that. 100 gold, thank you. I'll take that for sure. And Chief Pieter here. I'll take the 36 gold, I think. Let's stand on our army. We're costing us money for no good reason. Let's get the Guardian for her. Will we do it ourselves? What are you going to be? We'll do it ourselves. She's such a good kid. Okay, so we could create the duchy now. Actually, we can't. We don't have the money. But that's okay. Alright, we have another good commander here. Ooh, siege and logistician. Nice. That's very good. We like that. Let's set him to be our knight, or one of our knights. He will be forced. Samuel there. He has a lisp, but that's okay. I didn't want to do that. Let's unpause real quick and reselect him. Because the game sometimes need to catch up a little bit. So now we find him a spouse. And we want someone with inheritable traits. And we only want adults. And we'll sort it by martial skill. And we want someone who is still capable of bearing children. It's narrowing it down a little bit here. There's not a lot of young women that are super suitable. She is good enough. Just so we have a constant influx of new courtiers that we can later draw on for court positions and the like. So that were some really, really good ransoms. Now let's check our succession again. It's still not great for us, trust me. Still not great. So he will get the Duchy of Bihar title. And he has a bunch of lands in our land already. So we will be left with very little. But this here is... let's check this out. So this is tribal. This isn't. Where am I even looking? This is tribal. And this is tribal. So they get a few soldiers out of this, but nothing much. It's weaker. It's much weaker than what we got. So we will be able, our heir will be able to claim this, to fight over it, even if we die before we manage to create a kingdom here. Let's check it. Found a new kingdom. So we could go for a realm size of 30, which will be difficult for us. Or we can go for 3 duchies. Now, before I avoided getting more duchy titles, for obvious reasons. We want to avoid suddenly having duchies formed, but now there's already a duchy on the table. So we could try and get another duchy, which we will have to wait for a little bit, but that would give us another duchy title. Actually, wait a moment, that's interesting. Okay, that's very good. That's good to know. We wouldn't have to wait long. Let's see. Let's get the duchy titles here. So this one here, we need to have 3 de jure. Currently we have 2. So if we take one county, either him or like south or north, doesn't really matter. We can attack him for a county, but we actually can't because he's way too strong for this. But is he the same religion? Partially. Okay. Now he is definitely the same religion, Slavianskan. So he might join with 1,000 something soldiers. He's not going to bring his allies if we're going on a holy war here. So if we just go for this, that might help us already. So if we declare this war, we would already get the duchy. Or we just kind of wait and get the other one. We'll see. We're being raided, but we can't do anything about it. They are much stronger than us. Marriage proposal was accepted. Yeah, we can't do anything about those raiders along our borders. That's just what it is for the moment. Someone else is fighting the raiders, which is, you know, quite nice. I don't mind that at all. A faction has been created against our liege. Independence from the liege. I don't care. Could I put myself on the throne? No. I cannot. Okay, our friend up here is severely diminished, so that didn't help us much. But can we befriend him, maybe? I don't think so. 0% chance. Nope. Hungary, Wallachia, yeah, they're falling apart hard. And we're becoming a major power around here, but we're not getting all that much in terms of soldiers out of it. So it's a bit of a problem still. Someone's fighting something here. What are you fighting? Defending against a war against tyranny. And you're allied to this guy. Oh no, that's a big alliance. It's not something we can easily fight. It's too equal. Ah, we're a bit in a corner now. But there's another one here. If we take him, we can usurp his duchy. Potentially. Transcarpathia. So we have 0 out of 2 required counties. So we would have to take both of these. That doesn't help us either. Let's see. We'll find us something. Nitra, we have some of Nitra, but not a lot. We have 1 out of 5 required titles. That's not going to work. Could go for this. Probably best to wait for the truce to go there. So we can help shorten truces by putting our chancellor to work on foreign affairs. Might lead to enemy truces shortened, might lead to enemy claims, etc. But I'm aiming for that shortened truce. Truce. Not truth. We don't want to shorten the truce. Truth. Goodness. The THs today aren't rolling off the tongue. And everyone else is doing their very bestest. Obviously, this here would be the easiest. I mean, we could work on both at the same time, couldn't we? Do we create the duchy? It's just not enough gold. That's the problem, right? If you don't actually get the title, I'm gonna have to pay for it. And that's probably going to be our issue. So it might be our next generation that gets to be a king here. Not us. But we'll have to see. So you are allied. How are you allied? Let's check this. That's something we haven't talked about yet. So how do we break an alliance? You can. It just requires a little bit of murder. So what we see here is they are married through this and that. So we just have to kill this child. Killing children is usually easier than the top lads, but that's not true. 95% chance to kill him outright. So we'll go on that scheme. That's crazy good. We could try and invite more people here through bribes, but we're not going to 95% chance of not being discovered and it succeeding. We'll take that. You have to take either. Kill one of them, dissolves the alliance, is done. Speaking of alliances, let's check our own potential here. So we can't do anything about him. Can't do anything about him. Can do something about her. So let's see. We want something matrilineal, no question about it, even if it reduces our potential for good alliances. We're not gonna go with inheritable traits, that doesn't matter too much. Right now we want alliance power. So we could go with this guy, the County of Ferrara, which is somewhere in Italy, I think. Grand City of Luni, City of Amalti. Okay, these are all not too great. Okay, let's check without matrilineally. Can we get something better? County, Duchy. It needs to be... we already allied with him. County of Aachen. Needs to be something that has a chance to reach us if the need arises, because it will. Hmm. 400, that's nothing. Napoli, 400. Ay. What do you have? It's not bad. It's a bleeder though. It's far away, isn't it? Where is my move to that person button? Yeah, that's never gonna reach us in time for anything sensible. It's the only one we can still use for a new alliance. We have no grandchildren yet. All right. Savoy, also too far away. I mean, a Greek duchy, that might be close enough. Where are you? Ah, okay, now it's down there. I'll have to walk forever. We can try and find someone manually, you know. Sometimes it works. Sometimes they just don't show up here. It's weird, but there are chances. They're pretty good. But they're not gonna wanna... Can we just go with Bavaria on top level? No. Can we reset the defaults here? Arrange a marriage. How does my son and vassal still have a potential? How did I not see that? Okay. Okay, we could get a Bavarian alliance. That's pretty strong. So he's what? He's 8. So we should go for the 13-year-old, the younger one. There's well-balanced humus. Would you look at that? All right. I think we'll take that. That's close enough in case something happens. Okay, well, we'll take that, but he won't take that. We could go, hey, matrilineal. No, he doesn't care. Grand wedding. That does a lot, but not enough. Okay, let's shop a little bit further. Let's try down here. Nope. No alliance. You can tell whether or not there's a flag here. That's how you get alliances, or how you see them. Potential alliances. That would be a potential alliance with the Serbs. I don't know, how strong are you even? It's not super big, but it's big enough. Okay, you're absolutely opposed to this. Could go with someone smaller around here. Another county. Ah, boy. Venice doesn't help. They're usually open to it, but they switch around weirdly, so it doesn't really help. Oh, we could get a grand wedding here, but that is more than we can afford, so that doesn't help us either. Nope. Oh, that was pretty close. We could try and make friend with the Duke of Croatia. We'll try that. Maybe we can get an alliance out of them. I'm just trying to get ourselves in a position where we can actually defend ourselves on the world stage when there's no liege for us to take the brunt of any attack anymore. So that's important. By the way, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Go ahead. Let me know. What else do we have here? Kozel improved our commander. Nice stuff. Okay. Off to play. They're packed and ready. They go to a meeting with Count Yaroslav's children. Okay. Enjoy. Goodbye. Farewell. Come back. Don't die. Okay, now we can create the duchy because we have the money, but that doesn't help us. Okay, who's this? Who can we declare a war on? Yeah, but he's strong. Have you not listened, game? He's strong. He is a strong ally. Just because our allies are sort of equal, that doesn't help us much. He has to die. Or rather, yeah, he has to die. Oh, our bishop finally is a court physician with a novice physician trade. He only had to neuter my child to get to that point. Isn't that lovely? We'll have a really, really weird kingdom. It'll look very strange. There's no good wars to fight. Our income is laughable. Best we can do is get good hostages in wars. Alright, our children have returned. All safe and sound. Well, why does it look beat up here? But there it's fine. Okay, that's a different shot. Why are you beat up? What happened to you? Silly goose. Don't go and get beat up. That's crazy. Alright. So you have won against your internal little rebellion there. Good on you. Oh no. Yes, 2 allies now. The steel is getting worse and worse. But I think we're getting the bigger one anyway. Only by forgiving may we move forward. We're all a very forgiving family. It's fine. So if we get this, we immediately gain the title. We don't have to first create it. So that helps us a little bit with money. Can't declare war here yet. But here also we should go for something that already exists. I don't know if the title is destroyed if you get it like that, but might very well be the case. I'm fretting about it because we need the money to create a kingdom title after we're done with all this. Otherwise we're going to be a splintery mess. Okay, so we can be Augusta now, which we will be. Increasing our diplomacy quite immensely. Alright. Our son has become a rough terrain expert. You love to see it. It's good. He's gregarious, diligent, and just. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Though he's not gaining any sort of money. I don't know why. He is in our court here. He is doing things. Okay. Freedom and friendliness. If we release the prisoner Roman, he'll like us better? Sure. I don't need that guy. He doesn't want to join us anyway, so might as well send him back to Croatia. The Cherven cities. When is our truce with them done? 3 years. Okay, well, that's gonna be a bit. A good amount of alliances, but most of these are internal, so that doesn't really help us much. Just keeps us safe. All right, we are friends with the Duke of Croatia now. Oh no, closer to forming. They are not our friend yet, but they are friendly enough. Might it be enough for our children to marry? Yes, it is. Very good. So this heir, yeah, he already has titles, so it doesn't really matter. So there we go. That's the alliance with Croatia secured. Making us a bit more of a formidable foe in the world. I know the success chance and everything is going down drastically. Darn. Let's go give him such a gift. All right. He likes the plush and exotic carpet, which helps our assassins sneak more sneakily. Man, he is gaining strength all by himself. Without any outside help. Oh, look at that. We can go to the grand tournament. And we shall. The 6 gold we can afford for this. It's a bit dangerous. Boy, is it ever dangerous. Could get a mountaineer. That might help us a bunch. And it's cheap enough, so we'll do that. 10 gold. It's a dangerous spot, but these tourneys, they're good. Good for us. Let's see. A dual demand. Okay, we have a chance of gaining a good knight out of this or losing a bunch of prestige for nothing. Or we let our boy do it. I mean, that's... yeah. Levoslav will show the lad here to how that works. And he is now one of our knights. Very good. We don't need to do everything personally, you know. So Radislav, you are now our knight. Click away, click back, you get a wife. Ideally one with inheritable traits. And ideally a young one. So 16 is... yeah, that's pretty young. I'm not even going to search around for that. There we go. I don't know why that king agrees to that, but okay. I think it was just a courtier of his, not someone of his family or anything. The trodden path. Alright. My lord, there is an ant path here. I may be superstitious, but you should never cross the ant path. Okay. Fine, we'll find another path. Yeah, okay. We slowed down a little bit. We lose some prestige, but closer to forming a friendship, so that's nice. I don't like this. Let's offer to join that war. Our kids. Now we can manage things from here. We continue participating in the tournament. Oh, I like that option. That was not something you could do in Crusader Kings 2. War, whatever you were doing, you're done with it. So this is nice. What if it is poisonous? Ah, very good. 100 lifestyle experience. We took it because it's the best option, really. Grotesque creatures. I've rarely seen Bishop Milan this excited before. His eyes seem to be devouring richly adorned books. Sometimes I manage to take a peek at the maps on its interior. One morning, he finally approaches me about his findings. My liege, there are rumors that the land of Barano is home to extraordinary people. It is said that Sunoselafi, dog-headed people, wander these cities. Okay. So we get grotesque rush. Travel safety goes down. Travel speed goes up. Or we get 2 learning for 5 years. I think we'll go tell us more about them. Got all the events here. Danger familiar trees. I've really seen that massive tree before. I swear we're going in circles. Perhaps he's right. Are we even still in Barano? Let's see. I have to know exactly where we are. Send someone for a local guide. I think so. Sounds good. Could send some scouts ahead. Might work. But let's get a local guide. Why not? Very good. We are now in the tourney, and we are not qualified, but close to it. So we'll slow down time a little bit. What we need to do to qualify for something, let's get out of the battle here. So it's archery that's going to be going on. We could participate or spectate. We gain nothing, but we also don't risk anything. So let's see. First, we're going to switch over to recreation. We don't really care much. We're here to have a good time. So, let's see. I must make a lot of preparation to do this. And we'll do that. We can de-stress elsewhere, not on the turning run. So now we are qualified to enter the tourney. Let's switch out of here. So our war is finished over there soon. Oh no. I think we lost we just lost the alliance with Croatia because the guy died. Okay, will you be able to kill the man? 48% success chance. That's not a lot. So, yeah, the plot was exposed, so that didn't work. We can't enforce demands in a war we joined, so we'll have to wait for our son to finish this war. But we can stand down our troops already. It'll take 6 months for them to get back together, so we'll wait. This means if we stand them down now and we want to raise them again, it's going to be a problem for us. Oh no, we missed all the stuff in the tourney. Oh goodness. I don't make bets. I mean, it could be a thing. Oh boy. It's too much going on right now. So do I make bets? I don't know. No idea what's going on. I'm just waiting for this to finish. Let's see. So who is the most likely to win this? Not us, I don't think. So let's check. Do we have a hunter here? Somewhere. Yeah. This guy is the most likely to win this. So we'll bet on Levoslav. We'll bet 10, and if he wins, we gain 13. So, you know. If the winner is U70, but we are absolutely unlikely to get this. But he's probably winning it. Okay. Right. The second arrow had not just missed the target but flown so far that it landed amidst a group of wandering competitors. Indeed, it hit Stefan. Who's that? I don't know. It's not my concern whatsoever. It really isn't. I don't know who that is. I'm not paying for a doctor. It's not my tourney. Okay, so now we can disband safely because enemies are done, war is done, and our troops will be immediately available again. We don't have to wait for 6 months for them to fully master. I see. Archery. Increases moderately, so we've done good, apparently, in the tourney. 5% chance he's killed. Good stuff. We'll try. I've never seen something succeed with 5% chance, so it's probably gonna go awry. We could try again, but he's now watchful and everything, so it's probably not gonna work. I am one with a bow. Yeah, we'll just go with this option. I don't care too much whether or not we win. So we can't declare war while we are doing this. Fine. He still has very strong alliances. Killing her is not possible, really. So how are you married? Through her and him? No. Is that not him? No. %. 10%. No, we are really not good at murdering people, so we can't break the alliance up here. Fine enough. Combined prowess and martial challenge. I don't think we'll get the bow shot here. Yeah. We won our wager as Levoslav won. So we gain 10 and 13. Not bad. And we gain Archer for 5 years. Archer damage going up a little bit. It's alright. Okay, our boy is an adequate bargainer. It's not really coming after his father, but close enough, near enough. Let's get off the tourney grounds here. And continue with our life. Of course, on the way back, we might still run into certain things. The powerful Count expects a position at court. Okay. He can be our... Oh my god. Yes, we finished the grand tournament. We are just a guest. It's all good. Goodness dearie me. I just want to put my boy on his seat in the council. Where he belongs. Very good. So he's a strong vassal. Definitely wants a seat on the council, and he gets one. Perfectly fine. He's still weak as heck. I don't understand exactly how he's so weak. And he's defending somehow, successfully, against a southern neighbor attacking him. So our best bet right now for a kingdom is to wait until the truce is over or it's shortened. Then we attack Hungary again to get another duchy title. That's really our best bet, I think. Okay, fine. We'll spend our winnings here on the local shrine. So our boy isn't upset with us. Could try and get a claim here, but it's not super optimal. Everyone here is so strong at the moment. It's kinda insane. I mean, we could go for a holy war duchy there. Could. Would give us more edge to Christian rulers rather than, you know. I mean, not really. That's in the heart of Sloviansk territory. We're not gonna get the prestige, the party for this. Not by a long shot. Let's see. Okay, you want to have a letter campaign? You want to talk via letters with us? Sure. Let's do that then. So this title exists. If we go for that, you know. Oh, we have some Chiefdom of Tarno. I don't even know where that is. That isn't even highlighted. Okay, let's talk about etiquette. I don't care. What county is this? That. Why is it not being highlighted as a thing? So the problem is there is a lot of very strong Slovakian people around here. So going in a holy war up there doesn't feel that sensible anymore. But getting Hungary isn't going to make us strong enough to fight them anyway. So it's a bit of a toss-up, really. Okay, so whose alliance? Whose betrothal? Yours was with that Croatian girl. That didn't work out for too long. And we have really no one sensible. Okay, let's keep exchanging letters. I don't know why we shouldn't. Oh, 300 diplomatic lifestyle experience. Very good. That'll help us some. Propelled us forward so we can get for confidence. Decreasing stress a little bit. Do we have anyone in our court that should be our friend that isn't? Oh, Spy Master, kinda. Can't befriend him. Okay. Well, we can try and befriend him. Let's go. Let's get our Marshal on our side. Make sure everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Sure looks like it. Shorten the truth, boy. Show me what you're made of. 18 months. Ah, we can wait. We can wait. Except they're being attacked by someone else. Chiefdom of Visegrad. So they want to go for that, which is part of the duchy. Good stuff. And they're probably walking all over him anyway. Ah, boy. Okay, let's see. We should make sure that our courtiers, even the young ones, are already ready for marriage. So we'll go ahead and filter this for marital status unmarried. We don't care about the guests. Let's check through who we have here. We want people in here that help us get good traits into our kingdom. Or bring in people with good traits, like this genius man here. So he'll come here, because it's matrilineal, so she won't go elsewhere. I think our daughter will have to wait a little bit more. He definitely needs someone to pass on those really good genes. Let's see, he's 7. There's a lot of difference here. Ah, perfect. So this is definitely inherited because they both have this trait. Their children will have it. Or we could... Oh, you know what? Where's my own girl? I might not be able to marry her to a lowborn. Oh, she's not showing up. So we'll just get her and we'll have some courtiers with that. Let's see, who else do we have? Who can we give you? So the man can be older, that's fine. It's not much of a problem. There's no one super good here. Robust. Let's make the age difference a little bit closer here. 10. What do we have? Let's make it matrilineal, so we're sure they want to marry here. There we go, Herculean. We'll get that in there. It's not an alliance, but we get an inheritable trait into our bloodline. Let's see, you get... Very good, that's immediately someone in our court already. Peter von Epstein. But it'll be matrilineal, so we get the name out of there. We don't want Epsteins at home. So our daughter is already... How is she unmarried? She's not old enough yet, so she's just betrothed. Okay. Took care of that. Building up a court with some decent skills and abilities. Not looking for alliances, just getting places. Just having a little look around. Miss Lava keeps the trade just as good. He's winning one war and losing another. I don't think he's gonna turn this around either. But he needs to finish these wars now. So we can take ourselves another duchy here. No. We'll resist all these foul impulses. We'll take care of our stress level once we're king. We are strongly working on that. Can you not wander into my realm and fight your battles, maybe? Thank you. I would appreciate it. Let's see, what is our... Okay. Alright, so our Liege is embroiled in battle. And he will easily defeat them. So you are a traitor. We'll side with our king. And not join the traitors. So we will get our troops. And attack. Well, actually, I don't really get to. But I would like to. There's money in sieges. My dear liege, would you like me to join your war? Okay, we would need... Okay, this is new. This is new, okay. I really like his background, that's lovely. Would you like me to join your war? He's very unlikely to say no. So we're just gonna siege through all these little holdings here. While our king chases down the enemy. And maybe we make some gold, maybe we get some ransoms. Let's get our perk here. Could be thoughtful, doesn't really help us. Oh, title creation costs minus 20%. Yes. We need that. That will help us. Strongly help us. Strongly help us. Always check through the trees. I never know fully what exactly you can do. I don't remember. But I don't have to. As long as I remember to check. And we do have one who's good at sieges, don't we? There he is. So this lad will lead here. Siege phase time minus 30%. Meaning this here is a siege phase. I think. Siege event. So this should just be quicker, basically. So instead of 20 days, it's 14 days. Meaning you get events quicker, meaning you have a chance of getting through here quicker. And it's a 22 gold loot. That's strong. Okay, our liege is clearly taking care of all this himself. Which is fine by me. I don't need to fight battles. I'm here to siege castles. We have gotten an unpressed claim on the chiefdom of Berek. Lovely. That is ideal. That is very good. Why did this happen? Because his diplomat, his chancellor, is horrible. So he fumbled and he failed and he gave me that as his own darn fault. So all this is working fine, I think. Going as expected. We'll just siege a bunch. Hopefully have this war finished quickly, but he's just running around in circles. And we are being raided. They are stronger than us, pretty much. Nothing we can do anyway. We'll just have to deal with it. Let's speed this up. We do not have siege retinues, or rather men-at-arms, and we are not going to have them. Because, well, we don't have the technology yet. Might go fight that army just to speed this up. I don't... Oh, he finally caught up to them. Goody. Took him long enough. Alright. So we got this place. We got some loot from it, but we sadly did not get a good hostage. We'll try the next place. And he'll probably wipe the floor with these guys. He might get away. Nope. So floor wiping time it is. And the floor was wipeth it. So 76% to winning. Score kept to plus 50%, so he has got all the score he can get from winning battles. And he needs some more score from holding stuff, which we're helping with. So being part of this war, besides getting some gold out of the sieges, is going to help us quite a bunch in terms of getting some prestige. At least we should. I don't really care about low control, as long as it's not our direct stuff. Very good. Slavomira comes of age. She's such a good girl. Let's get her married to the Herculean lad who... for some reason is really bad at martial, but he has very high prowess. Oh no. We are getting migraines. Jesus clearly finds my suffering amusing, for the attacks are alarmingly regular. Is this a precursor to us dying? Might be. Boy howdy, is that gonna be a... that's gonna be a problem. If the succession happens in this kind of constellation. Alright, we're done. Let's bring the boys back home. Good. I didn't look what we actually got out of the war, but it was good for us, I can tell you that. Alright. Our guy becomes our friend, and we can go and press this claim on prestige now. Why do you have such strong allies? East Francia. Are you joking? How? This girl. It's not a great scheme, but we'll try. I don't want to fight East Francia. I mean, once they are in a battle or something, then maybe it's okay, but... that's crazy. So how's our truce? 36 days. Okay, we're getting there. What do we have to go for, though? We'll have to get for a different one. This one? No. We'll just go further south. You know, we'll just take that. We'll cut Hungary in half. Does this exist? Yes. Okay. Nope. Hungary lost this bit there. That's fine. Okay, he's pumping up again. Okay, we'll try and read books for language stuff again. No, we're not. We're not. I'm not risking more stress. So he's pumping troops again, which is a bit sad, because that means it's going to be harder for me to do the things I want to do. Such a nice weak enemy. Okay, there we go. Ready to go, and we'll take this whole chunk there in a holy war. We'll move the flag down to here. Raise our army. And he's moving his around there, so... I don't know. He might come and fight us. Question is, will he win if he comes to fight us? Oh, our son is actually dealing with the raider. I'm impressed. I'm proud. That's a bunch of soldiers he has there. That is quite impressive. Quite impressive indeed. He actually took care of the raiders. Not bad. Now he might be hit by this army. It's actually following him. Weird. Alright. We have a granddaughter. Good. We'll put her on intrigue focus. All our women are going to be intriguing. Intrigants. And we'll get you someone good. Someone with a good trait. It's a slim selection. Robust or beautiful. I'd go for robust. Let's get the robust Greek boy. You need to be careful when dishing out weddings for your grandchildren, because once you switch over in inheritance, that might be a problem. That you don't have any of your own children left to marry off for alliances. So don't give away all your grandkids. Keep some. Alright, so they're fighting there. I'm fine with that. I have no qualms about our enemies fighting each other. And now that we've taken this, we can go north and fight this army. And for that, we'll get this guy in. Our best commander. Our peasant commander. Who by now actually doesn't hate us that much anymore. Okay. How do we catch you? Where are you going? Okay, he's going to the mountains or somewhere where he can defend a little bit better. That's what he's hoping anyway. I'm not. So we'll keep with calm as a good trait, and I don't want the stress. Really, all that went into the consideration there. So our advantage here is 22 plus 12, but he is heavily advantaged anyway in the battle here. As you can see, it's fairly even. Despite the numerical superiority, that's just not enough for a solid war. So let's send our boys south again and siege the next thing. We need to be a little bit careful what we siege, because we want to get the capital. So that's what we are looking for. I'm gonna go siege there. And while we're on the way back through our own land, we should be taking on supplies. Hopefully. If we walk through places that had enough supplies, and yes, it looks like it, so I'll resupply a little bit on the way south. So far, we do not need an ally. We got in there before he had a chance to really replenish his troops. And replenishing during a war generally is a little bit harder than outside of a war. So, money-wise, he might get a mercenary band. So we need to be aware of that. Opportunity, possibility, whatever. We are resupplied. Could call in an ally just to speed it up a little bit. And as long as we have the allies to call. I like that this guy's called the Craven, and he has been in almost every single war of ours, and a good ally to boot. Fighting the good fight. It does lower their opinion over time, so if you get them too often, they are not going to be happy. Okay, so he's sieging my home. Question is, will our ally fight them? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, he's gonna try anyway. See, it makes sense sometimes, even if you're winning, to call in an ally. Just to make it a little bit less painful. You can see here where we are and how many we can have and how many are in there, or how much we started with and how much we're left with. So he's... yeah, he was just beaten again. Ooh, yes, there it is. Ducal Conquest Thank you very much. We're able to use the Ducal Conquest Casus Belli, which is lovely. Seizure of counties required to create uncreated title of duchy rank. Perfect. And the title creation request cost is just much lower. Forced vassalization Casus Belli. It's actually a pretty good tree to go into. So this is going to be a long war. And we need to put in our Siege Master again. Because that's what we're doing right now. Yeah. Hidden nooks and crannies. Looks like a tunnel we can use. We do have to press that claim before we die, otherwise our children are not going to inherit it. That's what it means. But if we press it, even if we don't win it, it becomes a pressed claim. Oh, very nice. We got an artifact. That's rare. Let's see. It's for the good of the faith. Stop being weird about this. Ah, very good. The lad helps us out. So sometimes you might get an artifact, and this is a pretty good one. A masterwork trinket. Piety. And piety from buildings. Hello there. Thank you very much. I'll take that. We're surrounded by heathens after all. It's important to have this. So he's going north again, fighting our stuff. So we'll go clean up this time because our ally... Okay, I was hoping that our ally would just stay here, continue his siege. But apparently he isn't. He's coming with us to fight the good fight in the north. Oh no. Okay, no, there's just some fornicating going on in our court. That doesn't really matter to us. I thought we were losing some potential here. I do recommend, even though I'm not doing it, but I strongly recommend, do read these things. Don't just click stuff. Right here, we would lose money. I don't want to spend money. We are at 59% for secrecy and success chance, so I don't really care much. I don't need to bolster it. I don't need to make it better. So this is going to be a wild goose chase. Our son has learned the Magyar language. Very good. He can translate what they're yelling about when we've defeated them. Okay, we might catch them. We might not. Yeah, looks like we caught them. We are having the wrong general here, but he's doing quite well, must say. Alright, back to sieging we go. I still, even though nothing interesting is really happening right now in the war, I still wouldn't recommend going up to speed 4. That's the speed for more calm and intelligent minds, honestly. So leave it at where you are. I really would like to upgrade our stuff and things, but we need the money for all the titles, including the kingdom title. It's just the reality of things. It is what it is. Okay, our boy is sieging a little bit far away for my tastes, but there you go. What can you do? Even if you sieges outside the area that we're fighting for, it's still going to contribute. That's okay. Just a higher contribution if you go for the places that you have, and it lowers your speed if he keeps the things that you're fighting over. Just more schemes at our court, which I don't care too much about. And we're fighting over the place that has this dotted line here. So we have 3 more counties to siege. I don't know what's going on here. I don't like it. Okay, that's some internal conflict going on. That doesn't matter much to us. Something against the tyranny of someone. I don't care. We're coming for the duchy title generally. Not against this specific person. She's no longer a wet nurse. Why? Ah, she's too old now. Oh, we actually don't need a wet nurse anymore, so we are getting a little bit more money out of not having to employ her. Our spouse has gotten us some opinion from everyone. Although she's just average at what she's doing. I think she's doing just fine. Okay, so this guy is sieging things that we want to siege. It's suboptimal, but you can just siege through it. But we got a good prisoner out of this here. Boosting up to 100% immediately. So this should give us everything. And so it does. We can disband our troops. We do not have the duchy title, sadly. We could create it, I think. So, oh boy. Maybe we can create or usurp it. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. No, we can create them. So, both of these are 200 now. Let's create the Duchy of Thames. And grant our boy... Yeah, you can't give these away. Can't give them away. He's not in line to inherit them, so you have to kind of distribute them. Otherwise, it's annoying. Let's check through our kids if they have kids to give the kids something. I can't give a child, a female child, no title, sadly. So if our boy had some heirs, you know. Okay, so we don't have to give it to our family members either. We could get someone else going here. That's fine. Doesn't really matter because the duchy is going to go away from us once we die. Unless we manage to get the kingdom title now. Which will be a hassle and a half. So, I'm not quite sure we will manage. But we have done the best we can do. If we don't give this... Let's see, how do we do this? How do we do this? First of all, let's check our prisoners. Maybe there's money here. Do we have a ransom information here? Sadly, no. We did before, but now we don't. Bit of a shame. Okay. So you bring us just a hook. Just a hook. Just a hook. Just a hook. Oh, no. Ah, that hurts. That hurts. There's no money in our prisoners. We personally, we can't hold this. This is too much for us to hold. We can't give our son anything. And we can't give him these. We can only give him ours that he's gonna get anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So now we have to balance it a little bit. He's already got a good swathe down here. We can't give him that. Can't give him that. Can't give him that. Wait, who's supposed to inherit all this? Oh, because we're not switching through. I thought we were switching through, but we're not. Okay, let's see. So, you get this duchy title. And you are supposed... Okay, so... Let's give him some. Like this and that. And give the other one as well some. This guy here. He gets these. So they're all a little bit more splintered. Alright. So this is really suboptimal. This isn't a good way of splitting the kingdom. But I want to keep it in the family. So our direct heir, once he comes of age, has a good chance of fighting his brothers for getting his stuff back. Even if we don't become a king now, you know. Alright, so, found a new kingdom. Have 3 or more duchy titles. We are not an independent ruler, so it doesn't help us. We can't do this anyway. We would have to be independent first, which we could afford, probably. Let's check. Let's check the kingdom titles. So yeah, Hungary. We can't usurp it. Because we have 14 out of 21 required counties. We are not going to get the piety to do a kingdom claim on him. It's all a big kerfuffle. So let's wait for him to die so we can move in here. Oh, this thing here is a kingdom all of a sudden. Local conquest of county. Could go for that. That's the thing now. Alright, our dynasty legacy has started. So these are bonuses that are just generally running for everyone. Everyone who's part of your lineage. And there's a bunch now. Question is, where do we go? Doesn't really matter much what we need right now. It's more a matter of where do we go from here. Marriage acceptance, that's pretty strong. 30 plus, that's amazing. Guest recruitment cost minus 30% can help. Can be good. Congenital traits, that's usually the optimizer way. You know, if you really want to have strong characters, you go that way. Dread gain, natural dread. Nah, that's fine. Mostly fair. Hunt and feast cost minus 30%. That's strong. House of Warriors, not so much. Grand weddings are 50% cheaper. Grand weddings gain plus 15 bonus acceptance. Increase chance to generate a temporary stronghold on lieges who like you at a grand wedding. Okay, it's not bad. Learning language scheme power plus 20%. Minor vassal opinion plus 10. Can learn 1 additional language. Honestly, the minority vassal opinion plus 10, that's not bad. Especially if you're vast realm with a lot of people. That can really help. I don't know. It's a difficult choice. All of these are good in their own way. All of these are good in their own way. But I think sound administration and just rule. That's kind of where we go. Title creation cost minus 20%. Not bad. Hunt and feast cost minus 30%. That's really strong. Because they are expensive, but they are also important. So that's much more affordable now. Affordable doesn't mean we can afford it. Sadly. So that's what it is now. We don't need a wet nurse, so that's fine. Yeah, we can create it, but we cannot. So we need to fight a war of independence before we can become our own king. And we need a third duchy title. Don't really have it in us. We gained a favor hook. I didn't want to pin him. Just clicking idly. So this here is coming to an end soon. And then we can take this bit. Must stop the villain behind us. 600. So what we need to look at is our personal holdings. Like how much do we get out of our own stuff? And it's not a lot, I must say. All of our brothers, or rather our sons, next to our primary heir might be stronger than him. What is this? Hospitality. The more I study the noble art of statecraft, the more I realize how beneficial good relation with neighbors are. Okay. Duke Harold. Yeah, let's be friends with Duke Harold of Carinthia. Sounds good. We have a new soldier promoted. Oh, he's very good. Organizer. Movement speed. That is strong. That is really strong. Quick armies. Hello. Thank you. So we have a lot of good knights now. Let's get you married, huh? To someone halfway young. Who can still give you kids, but who has some good traits. This is not great. I think we'll give you the beautiful one. Because he is comely, so quite okay looking, and she's beautiful, so maybe something comes out of that. Duke Harold will arrive shortly. So we might possibly befriend him. Marriage proposal was accepted. Should we form a faction against him? Let's see. No. No last minute changes. Just go as it was planned. How much of this do we contribute? He has a lot of men-at-arms. That is dangerous. The hunting trip will be perfect. Yeah, sure. I don't really care too much. Oh no, progresses poorly. He doesn't look very happy, does he? Yeah, it's not going well. And we're ill. That's not good either. Let's see. Since... really nothing much to offset this, so... I don't want to die at this very moment, so... We'll go with... It's too late for caution? No. Do no more than is necessary. I saw what you did to my kid. Alright, he reduced our symptoms for a year. That's good. Bon appetit. Vitimir. So he dies and no one knows who did it. Meaning we can very much declare war here now for peanuts against a severely weakened foe. Let's get our red flag, move it around a little bit. Let's not put it directly on his border. Just so he can't jump our troops as they are mustering. And let's move in here. And Mislava comes of age. And our son comes of age. Everyone comes of age right now. It's the twins, of course. Our knight Koshel wounded someone. Our knight was wounded. Alright. So, one way to go about these things, if you want to get rid of your kids, let's try this, okay? We're gonna do something weird and mean. So we're gonna split this in half. We're gonna split this in half, split this in half, split this in half. Until we can't anymore. So we have this one army here. 6 men. Let's switch out this guy. And we'll get... Honestly, our player heir maybe even. Let's get our heir. And we'll take this one army to fight the enemy. So, okay, maybe we don't take our heir, honestly. We'll take one of the other kids. Where are my other kids? Your son and Chancellor. There we go. Him. So there's a chance he dies now. Okay, we are well again. Now we can group this army back together. Just select it and press group. Yeah, well, that's horrible. The pain in my heart. Thank you for the follow. My pain is immeasurable. How could this have happened to my brave son? Grigori will not get away with this. I swear. So he's now our rival, obviously. Because he killed our son, our beloved son. Okay, we have a grandson, Predslav. It's nice. So we're fighting the enemy, beating them back. Quite well. So, this boy is out of the picture. Now we have this boy here, Count Predslav, our knight. Let's go ahead and tell him. Okay, where? Okay, let's do this again. We split until we have a nice little one-man army, into which we get our kid. Your son and vassal, Predslav II. And now we send him. He goes to fight. Okay, we have unlocked a new lifestyle perk. Forced vassalage as a casus belli, which is pretty strong. Fellow vassal opinion plus 15. Independent ruler opinion plus 15. Can propose an alliance without marriage. That is important. That is a strong one. Very strong. So we'll take that. Oh no, our chancellor is dead. Our beloved child. So you might want to take a worse lad at their job over someone who's good but doesn't like you as well. But he hates us mainly because we fired him and he thinks he deserves a job. So something to note right now is our son, our primary heir, took over from his brother. So that's all good now. We have 2 granddaughters on this end. And one of them is scaly. Ooh, poor thing. So, oh boy. We'll have to see how all this works. Will our other son fall in battle as well, bravely? He did not indeed fall. He only was defeated. Okay. Let them sort out these quarrels. Oh god, we're super stressed. I think the death of a child generally doesn't help with the stress. We could become a drunkard to help the stress. And I think after losing our child in battle, that's a fair reaction. You know, we're fickle, we're forgiving, but damn, we cannot get over this. So we will be now a drunkard. Meaning, we get a new decision. We can go indulge in drink. Costs us 150 prestige, but we lose some stress there. So, there you have it. It's one way to do it. So just defeated the enemy army entirely. Is he our rival? We got him. We got him. Oh yes. We will execute him, our rival. It causes us some stress because we are forgiving. He killed our boy. Like, look at that. He has 1 kill and it's our boy. No. I'd rather kill him outright. He will be executed for his crimes. There we go. That's him. Blood for blood. I tell you. Blood for blood. So if anyone does have any questions, please feel free. Pose them. Can call allies. We don't really want to. Can negotiate an alliance with our son. We should. So he's now in a much better position. I would be happy if we could send more sons to their death, but that's okay. Nicknamed the Gentle. My friend, have you heard what they call you? Coolshell says, they call you Duke Predslav the Gentle. Spectacular, is it not? I just executed a man. And I'm a drunkard. A cause for celebration, yes. Surely. Oh, a new army has arisen to try and defend the lands. We do respect it. We do respect it. There we go. That's that war done. Alright, so... I can't usurp this duchy over here yet. Or create it. That's fine. Waiting for the 3rd duchy title. But then again, it might just be created anyway. Fluid intake. Oh no. Bruising, inflammation. Either we're getting sick and close to dying. Okay, so what we're losing is we're losing this bit here, basically. But that's fine. We keep 2 ducal titles. So right now the succession would be decent. These dual C's at once. It's a dangerous pastime. You need an instructor. Ha! Your father will show you how it's done. Okay. Let's go hit the boy around a little bit. I defeat Slavomira. Oh no, I hit the girl? Okay, she will not duel anymore. As well, she shouldn't. It's a dangerous thing. Your father might hit you. So we can just not create this duchy. Our boy is going to get all the duchy titles we currently have, kind of. He personally isn't controlling too much, so he will have to fight both of his brothers. But, wait, can I give him this title as well? No. You there. Grand titles. Can I give you this? Very good. I can make him stronger. And so I shall. Our direct heir will be the strongest lad in the realm. Producing only daughters. Oh boy. That's okay. We're looking good now. We're getting there. We're getting places. Oh, someone wants to pay a ransom. Yeah. Sure. I take the money. So we could create the next ducal title. Which gives us 300 prestige, which is nice, but... Okay, let's do it, honestly. Let's see. As their duke, my vassals owe me their allegiance. My word is law, but how much is obedience without devotion? In times of crisis, you You gain generous liege. Vassal taxes. No, thank you. I need taxes. Count Pradislav becomes severely injured. Oh no. How terrible would that be? I have more important men to impress. The king would like us better. But the king will have to fight us soon, so... we'll take the dread. So what is dread? It's something I really don't talk about because I don't tend to use it because I'm a nice person, or I try to be. So dread is this here. And dread does a whole lot of things. It's basically a bad person way of going through positive traits. So if someone likes you, they're willing to go along with the things you want to do. If they fear you, it's the same thing. Fear naturally decays. There's lifestyle choices that can help with that. To stop the decay or reduce it entirely. So that's something. And yeah. Now you know that. It's helpful, I would say. Dread is definitely a way to go. But it's a different way. Different way from what I generally like to do. Okay. Pay homage, petition liege. Nah. So. If we wanted to go ahead in an independence war. Our allies are partially inside but mostly outside his realm. He has more money than us, so he could very well win this just on that alone. But we could try and form a faction. Get some people going. If I could find the right tab. It's obviously the factions tab. What was I thinking? So create the Liberty faction. No, independent faction is what we would want. So add members. No one can be forced to join. Alright, I think none of them might be able to join, honestly. They might join themselves, but I don't think they're forced. They can't be forced. Because we don't have a strong hook. So they join or they don't, basically. Oh no, a strange noise. Someone is coming to kill us. Something bad is happening here. I trudge along my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet when I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the alleyway. Maybe I just stumble upon someone doing things that they shouldn't be doing, so we'll see. Happy birthday. What a surprise. All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me away. Aww. That's lovely. You receive a large gift. Again, 30 opinion of every friend. Good things come in small packages. A medium-sized one will be perfect. I'm not gonna go for a large gift. But which shall it be? We've become what? We've become the owner of the sponge on a stick. Health tiny penalty? Child opinion plus 10. That is yeah, okay, I'm not going to use that. Why is a sponge on a stick a health penalty? Would that not help me be, you know, healthier or something? That is extremely silly. Let's befriend this lad. Maybe he joins our faction then. And we have a high chance anyway. We have been allies for the longest time. Might as well go ahead. So they all have a very high opinion of their liege, so they're not willing to join here. The promise will be official and ceremonious. So he gets a weak hook on us. Now, 100% chance. Why would I try and improve it by making myself worse? Count Vladimir gets destined for glory. Monthly lifestyle experience. No. That is nonsense, boy. Nonsense. Then again, to be fair, come on. Let's not kill the child's dreams. He is already a dwarf eunuch. He has suffered enough. He can be anything he wants to be. I believe in him. It's going to be perfectly fine. Anything he wants, he can have. I've been corresponding with my... Okay. You like people? Good stuff. I don't know who you are, but thanks for thanking me. So we are too weak to send an ultimatum. He kind of knows what we're up to. That's all good. The Liege's Council. Nothing we can do there. It's not the time to be frugal. Yes, it is. I don't want to do anything. We're at 100%. We just have to wait for this to finish and be done. So we definitely don't have the money to found a kingdom. For sure we don't. There's some fighting over there. And he doesn't have any allies, so we could attack him a little bit. Another holy war for another duchy, huh? Nah, we can't overextend like that. Let's see, what have you got going? 12,000. Okay. Alright. That's crazy. You are allied with everyone. Basically. Literally everyone. No. God. It loses progress unless we spend money. Fine. I'm good with that. I can wait. High Chieftain Lech of Vistuliania. Up there. Another duchy for another holy war. There might be some ransoms in there. And we can give all that to our son. Can't we? More Sloviansk rulers might join here. It's probably now or never with this one as well. Why does he have so many soldiers? Novice physician. Time with this. Yeah. Make him a novice physician. Sure. Could become an herbalist. Let's make him a novice physician. That's not bad. Okay. So, why are you so weak? Do we dare? This guy might join. And he is not weak. So maybe we don't dare. Let's see, who else do we have? This guy. And we're just going deeper into tribe territory there. It's just a powerful vassal expects a council position. What are you good at? Anything. Okay, he's very learned. But we can't put him as bishop. So the next best thing is where he's worse than his brother. So no, you get nothing and you will like it. I don't need a wet nurse, so we're going to dismiss this. I don't care about him. He can go away. I don't care about hostages. Or do I? No, I don't really care about hostages. I'm just working toward that kingdom title, really, which needs money. So, we need independence and money. Which They do kind of coincide. We are not independent, and we don't have enough prestige, piety, and we do not have enough gold. Fighting the war is going to cost us money, so that's not going to help us either. These people here are all like, just no money, just get a hook. I don't care about hooks. I really do not. Doesn't help me one bit. So we're just speeding through time a little bit. Ah, we made a friend. Very good. Don't think that means he's gonna join my faction though. Let's make more friends, huh? Count Vladimir gains Shrewd. I mean, Count Vladimir decreased learning. Well, that's fine. I'm sure Vladimir will learn a lot from this. We could make him really, really good, but it doesn't help us much. We'll have to fight him eventually, so that's kind of wasted, you know? And why does everyone like our king so much? That's just weird. Can we... Wait a moment. Can we sow dissent? I mean, what we could do is we could go ahead and try and find secrets and denounce him or something. Make people dislike him. So that's what we're gonna do. And we have a new perk here. Embassies, don't care. Let's go for forced vassalages. I don't know. Maybe someone around here would like to be a vassal. I mean, everyone is a kingdom anyway, so it's unlikely. Or would our friend be happy as vassal? He's a duke. He can't be our vassal. Okay. Right. He saw our dudes. So he can imprison us unless we pull them right back now. So, okay, well, nah, it's all good. Player heir divorce. How is that our player heir? That's not our player heir. He's our player heir and he's not divorced. Oh, look, he has a boy. Predslav. Oh, named after us. Predslav the Gentle. That is very kind and cute. So we need... I was thinking maybe we can try and get money out of the church. But we need the piety. And we can't spend the piety on getting the money out of the church because we earn more money than we earn piety. So it's not really a thing. It's not really an option. What wars can we declare? Oh, we can fight him again. That's good. Let's see. Vladimir has rather taken a shine to Drslava. Let's get Drslava then. She looks nicer. In terms of that she's a sadist and she isn't. So. Our boy can have a crush. So we can declare war on him again. Ducal conquest. This here would be another duchy, but costs 750. Wow, that's a lot. But we could just press a claim here for what? Where is this? It's there. Make our boy stronger? Nah. We're gonna do the ducal conquest here. Spend a lot of that, but that's fine. That is just fine. Lots of prestige spent. We have all the prestige we need. That's something we can afford to lose for once. And we get some more sieges. Meaning potentially more money. Well, not potentially, definitely more money. But potentially some ransoms. Yeah, no. That would help. I think. So let's go. Let's do that. We'll just siege through here because they don't have any troops anyway. Betrothed can marry. Absolutely. Let's go. Who is having this trouble now? Is it you? No. It's him again. He's constantly having issues with peasants. Oh. A new alliance has been formed. Is he joining? Because that would be an issue. We'll see. I mean, this army could beat this army. This army cannot beat both armies at once. So, we'll have to see how it works out. Our boy might be ousted or have some problem. We're overwhelmed by stress. Okay, we give up on trying to befriend this guy. We'll go on a drinking binge. Absolutely. That's how you become a king. And we'll go to Prince Radislav's hunt. We do not need a higher mountaineer. It's fine. We're going at home. It's no worries. Do we need a caravan man? It's fine. He'll just stay there. It's fine. So we'll join this. And we can't wait. We're drunk as heck. But we're getting to join the hunt. It's actually not our son. It's somewhere else, but that's fine. Time of the future, or wise one. Do we spend the money? No. We don't need good omens. He could join our court. He's a learned man. Sure. Come along now. Be a good lad. Yeah, soon the hunt starts. And we're here for recreation. Peril, dangerous, prestige, impressive. All good, we're not alone in here. So we finished this siege, we need to move on to the next thing to siege. We did get 13 gold out of it. We gain a hunting raptor. Extra prestige. Court granted doesn't help. We don't have a court yet. We could give it as a gift. Or we put it back. Gaining prestige, which we definitely need because we are a drunkard drinking away our good name. At the moment. I love this. Look at how that looks. Concentrated. Depressed. Looking forward to it. And then we have... Good God. Perhaps we can stay a little longer with Vieira. I think he just might. He's drunk, he's stressed, he lost his boy. Or, ooh, piety. Resist the advances. Yes. I'm here to hunt, nothing more. He's drunk, but he's not that drunk. Alright, let's go. Maybe we get killed by a boar, you know? It's all quite possible at the moment. The damn thing is gone. The hunt fails. Ah, shame. Always like joining hunts of someone else because I don't need to spend the money to actually start it, which is very expensive. So we lose some stress. We gain the trait Hunter, which has stages now, so that's fine. And we'll leave and finish the hunt with some prestige under our belt. Ah, we can ask the Faith Head for gold. So, now, okay, let's think about this. We need 300 gold to form the kingdom. We need 200 prestige to form the kingdom. I don't know. Thank God I can't go inside again. I don't know. We might. Let's just keep finishing these wars here. See where that leads us. And our enemy was joined by his ally, as you can see here. So we will have to call in our own. White peace. He wants a white peace? It declined. Thank you very much. I would like to fight. Who we call in? The big lad. The accursed. We haven't called him in yet. Or not much anyway. But he's our most important ally. He scares everyone. We don't. He does. Ah, he's an insightful thinker. He has grown up. Okay, what? Continual growth of Vladimir has crept up on me, but I now look at him with a peer's eyes. All the time ago, I had seen his potential and resolved to nurture it. I had little idea of what would expect then, but it's clear that my efforts have not been in vain. Vladimir stands face to face with me. Well, I'm a short man, so he does. And despite our familiarity, I can't help but feel that natural pull he exudes. There can be no doubting it. This man is marked for greatness in some mysterious way. I'm certain I have done the right thing by aiding his journey. It has been an honor. So he gets Tool of Faith. No prowess lost from age. He's great. He's great. He's great. He's just great. But he can't have children. Ah, man. What a shame, that kid. What an absolute shame. He may not inherit, he may not marry, he may not have children. He's just lost to the world. A star blinking in the night sky and just as quickly snuffed out again. We will remember him. And if I manage to get the crown, he will be an honored man at the court. Another siege done. Come on now. Give me money. Very good. And we go to the next place. Loot. Will we arrive first? No. Okay, but we are now in charge of the siege because our ally is leaving. As well he should. Leave my siege master in there. Is there a ransom with this man? Oh no. Milan's learning. Fluid intake. Cannot think straight. Suffer and moan. 80% chance we become incapable. There we go. Death is coming. Death is coming. Okay. So, the next bit is going to be scary. It's always a little bit scary when death arrives. But it's a good time. I'm looking to finish the stream soon. So, we will die within the year. And the next stream is going to be dealing with all this. All that comes next upon succession. Especially now that our realm is going to shatter. It's gonna break. And people are going to have other things. We might actually lose the casus belli here. So even the war might be lost. Because our son is not going to have that casus belli. But most of all, we're going to see new realms here, which we will have to fight. Once we're dead. Well, our son will have to fight his brothers. And he's currently also a regent. So, I mean, he's really good at stewardship, so that's not bad. And he also took the lifestyle with wealth focus. Fair enough. Alright. She has gained the trade architect. Very good. Milan is no longer a court physician. We have a new bishop who does endorse us, which is nice. Is there something we need to convert here? Oh yeah, there's a lot. Let's just kick him somewhere. Go convert that. Get it done. Maybe we can win this war before we die. We have done a lot for the kingdom. Well, for the future kingdom. It's just a brain with a hole in it. My god. Someone in your realm has learned one of your secrets. Everyone makes mistakes, Kraslav. I will forgive you. I am on death's door anyway. People can know my secrets now. There's not much left to us. In this world or the next. It matters not. So the problem here is that we haven't fought him yet. So let's try and remedy this. We'll send our armies to fight him. He has formed yet another alliance, which is this guy. Looks like it definitely was our last chance to fight him. So we'll have to be swift once our son inherits, because everyone around these places is also going to want a chunk out of them. They are not very strong. So we need alliances and we need to get going. Oh, he's good. Let's take him on as a knight. He will be forced and he will be forced. Very good. Maybe we put a better commander in again. This lad here, the criminal. Jean Valjean. He can lead our armies. Alright, so he's not getting any reinforcements, it seems. But we missed the army anyway. Let's siege the capital. Might as well. Maybe we can catch someone good. I always fear this moment. Let's get the next lifestyle perk here, as if it matters. Let's have some adaptive traditions, shall we? Take out some of the rigidity from how we conduct ourselves within the world. We cannot be unbending. In our incapacitated state, we shall dispense wisdom upon the realm. Oh, can I have another drink? No? I might be able to kill myself, though. We're not gonna do that. No. I don't think I was supposed to know that King Svatprosukuk. Who is that even? Him? Oh yeah. Blackmail. We get a weak hook. Can we expose the secret so people hate him? He's an embezzler. We will expose this secret. Everyone will hate him. He is intimidated by our dreadful reputation. Fearing us, he is less likely to oppose us directly. Yes, even from our deathbed, we are 0.5 dreadful. Ah, boy. Will we see the end of this war? I don't think there's a... okay, no. Every event that pops up now is just spiking my heart rate. I know it's inevitable that you're going to die here, but it's just... I don't know. It's always difficult. Let's get someone who's actually good at this, shall we? So this lad here, he can go and do that. So what's with the factions? Oh, my independence faction is gone anyway. I can't. I'm incapable. I can't do a faction anymore, I think. It's actually quite okay that we didn't manage to get the kingdom title now. So there's a chance of showing what to do if your realm shatters, as it will right now. Or soon enough. Oh, we did see the end of this war. That is crazy. Can we get some ransoms before this is done? Will we get money for anyone? No. 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 No money. Nowhere. But we managed to get this. So let's quickly give this to our son. Our regent here. Let's give him that. I can't give him that. I could give him everything else, but that doesn't really help. So who's going to inherit that? Okay, he gets 2 duchy titles. Well, everyone gets 2 duchy titles, apparently. Alrighty, that's going to be very interesting. New churches established. Okay. Those are not actually holdings. They're just kind of like a little thing that popped up there. Oh, we're going to ask our head of faith for gold because we are not going to see enough gold anymore. So let's spend our piety on that. Doesn't matter. Our piety is going to be gone. So we get the money. Our son can then inherit. Okay. Our spy master is just murdered. Good stuff. Let's put in the next one. It's not a very dangerous job. Don't you worry about it. You will do just fine. Your predecessor dying means nothing. Means nothing. Okay, we can't negotiate alliances around us, I don't think. Could try. Would you be my friend? From my deathbed? A faction was created against us. Some peasants feeling extra spicy. So we needn't worry too much, honestly, about outside forces, because as long as we are part of the Kingdom of Great Moravia, they do have to fight our liege lord to get to us. So we're in a fairly decent position still. That's why I really strongly recommend starting as a count, working yourself up to a duke and more, and not just going for independence the moment you can. Let's create this title. I want to make sure that my son gets the claim on all of these. That's kind of what I'm going for. No, he gets the money. He will need the money more than anything. Marmarosged. Okay, we're gonna speed it up now because I'm just waiting to die. Isn't that just life, you know? Isn't just how it is. Do I need a court physician anymore? Where's my son? Wasn't one of my sons halfway good at this? Apparently not. Nah, we will save the money. I'm at death's door anyway. I don't need anyone to take care of me while I leave this mortal coil. Come on now. Die already. So I can get rid of the sponge on a stick. We might have to repair this. Reforge cost none, because I don't think we can reforge it. Let's repair it. It's not great, but it's good enough. What? Our alliance has expired? No, he died. Shame. So we are growing every week. But again, remember, we are protected by our beloved king. Okay. County of Kiev. Okay, someone outside gets a claim on our stuff. Fine. We could also try and eat the kingdom of Great Moravia from the inside. I've been focused so much on gathering stuff from the outside that I haven't even really considered going inside and attacking there, you know. It's a valid thing. We're being raided. Too strong for our blood. Nothing we can do there. So our previous friends. Can't we negotiate an alliance? No. I'll have to see that our children can make some good alliances once we are dead. We are not long for this world. There we go. That's that. Okay, now we slow down super quick. We have died. Duke Predslav of Uzhorod has left this world at the 58 years of age. He died from a seizure, reduced to a hollow shell of his former self, unable to speak or move. He has finally left the broken remains of his body. He ascends the throne, this lad here, and collected will surely improve the realm under his rule. So let's check out our new realm. So, we only have lost one bit. Our brother here remained our vassal. He did not inherit a title because he is ineligible to inherit any titles, given that he cannot have any children. So we are his heir anyway, so he'll stay with us. Let's the very first things we'll take care of today. But next time we're gonna get back what is rightfully ours from our brother here. So first things first, we'll check our council, which is a little bit empty. So just as when we started, we need to get an idea of who we are. So we could get her to assist us in managed domain, giving us plus 10 on the already high 19. Or we let her do something other silly. I think we're going to go there. That's just immensely strong. It didn't go up to 29 because we put her away from assist ruler. So the 4 that we got went away. So we only really gained 6. Right? That's why it didn't go up to 29. Just so understand that. Our bishop here likes us. Enough. Fair enough. Anyway, we'll give him someone to educate. One of our girls, or just a nephew or a daughter. Now we give him a daughter here. So he likes us a little bit better. +3 is a little bit too low for my taste. And now we need a chancellor. And we'll see here. He is 15 diplomacy. That is ideal. That's what we want. Because that means he gets no negatives, only positives. And yeah, we'll work on this. Prestige, it's fine. We need prestige. All right. So we need a steward. Where's our brother in all of this? It's all a bit confusing. Well, this mayor here with 22 is just... can't pass this up. And he's a strong vassal. So he kind of deserves it anyway. Very good. +11%. That's crazy. Our father's Marshal and Knight and our father's Spy Master stay, kind of. Unless our brother... Our brother would do okay as a Marshal. I think we'll put him in as a Marshal. I promised I would take care of him in such a way. Korsel, you have done us well. You have done us proud, but it is time for a new blood now. And Count Vladimir is quite worthy of this position. Thank you. Thank you for your service, long years. And you. Could get someone better who also likes us better. So I think we'll do that. Better opinion of us and just better overall. So first things first, always take care of your court. Get that in order. Next, lifestyle focus. So we are already in stewardship, which is fine. We might not like this, so we could reset perked for from stress, but I don't mind too much. We're going for avaricious, so we can demand payment for hooks. Nice. We get extra money through wars or during wars. We can extort subjects. I don't like that too much. Income per stress level goes up, which is kind of men-at-arms maintenance per dread goes down. We could get Heergeld, which increases the vassal tax contribution and all that kind of stuff. So avaricious is where we're going. Enemy agents acceptance +5. Let's check one of these here. Stewardship +1. Courtier and guest opinion +20. Don't need that just yet, but it might be interesting later on. Stewardship focus +3, just flat +3. There you go. 10% income. It's not a lot. It really isn't a lot. So I think we might get more out of the +3 stewardship because we're already insanely high. So that's where we're going to go with a domain focus. And we'll just keep going down avaricious. And eventually we might want to go here with administrator. You can use claim throne scheme against your liege, which, yeah, that's going to happen. So as you can see, we can immediately declare war on our brother and try and press our claims, get back the Duchy of Bihar, which rightfully belongs to us. But he is quite strong. So other first things first, let's equip our trinkets here. Make sure that we have the right ones. Oh, we actually had something that we didn't have. A fine brooch. Very good. Fine, fine. Very good. So, we have kids who are betrothed. Partially. Not all of them. We need alliances. We need alliances. Quick. County. Chiefdom. County. That's not good. I don't think there's anything sensible here. 749. That's not bad. Where is that? I really hate the view, honestly. I hate it so much that I don't know who that is. No. Go to player character was not what I wanted to click. Where is this? Lombardia. It's here. No, that's too far away. Okay. We'll manually try and go through these and find some way to get something going. Okay, we can only go with this. Bad. Hungary? Maybe? I don't look. I'm not looking to invade him anymore. Why are my children not an option in these? I don't understand that. Let's unpause real quick for a moment. Just one day. So maybe this game updates a little bit. Nope. Why can't I do this? Why can't I get her? It's weird. It's really, really weird. I don't know. It might be because these are all of a different faith. So let's get the religious thing. I have to go this way. Bavaria. Nope. Doesn't matter. I think we might have a filter. Yeah, there it is. That's the problem. We had a filter in there. Okay, let's try this again. You guys, we were allies before. Come on. My nephew, my daughter, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, there would be something. And he's accepting, so very good. Gets us an alliance again. Right away, quick. Just have to sell our daughter. Let's see. So we took the younger daughter. We'll try and... darn. Okay, he's close to it, but not quite. Will he... Nope. Darn. Very close, very close. Would be a nice alliance. Polabia. Where's our son? Yeah, there's some alliance potential there, but nope. We are different religion. Definitely not. Venice doesn't help us. Italy, maybe? They're really big, so it's a high chance that they won't. And the older daughter, maybe? Yeah, 27. It's not too far away. I don't know why I can't do a grand wedding. Only the dominant side can offer that. Okay. That's weird. Okay, no. So we have to look here. Croatia is too weak. Slavonia, maybe? Let's see. We have something for my son. 8-year-old daughter. We'll take it. We'll take it. So that's these two. And let's find an ally within our kingdom here, if there even is a potential for that. 230. Oh, he's still quite strong. Small country, but very strong. But we don't have an alliance, a potential one here. That's a shame. 733 soldiers, also fair enough. Will you take one of my daughters? No. Okay. Bohemia. We can also go inside of these countries, you know. You don't have to go for the top level. So we could try and get the Duchy of Austria in here. And that looks okay. But we're so close. Okay, we are getting 2 alliances. Which is nice. Let's see. Bulgaria, no. I mean, let's try. Let's throw. Let's see. No. Okay. Right. Yeah. I think that's it. We considered these. We're gonna get some. Shadow of Fame Twilight. What? There are whispers about the tales and deeds of my father, disgraced Duke Predslav everywhere I go. Near and far, it seems there nobody who has not heard his name. I wonder, will I always stay in the shadow of my father, or will I be able to achieve as much fame in my life as him? How high will I be able to climb? So, we gain stress, but our prestige goes up. Or our stress gain goes down, but our prestige goes down by 25%. Holy heck. That is crazy. So, one day I will be like you, Predslav. For sure. Wallachia. I don't think they're Catholic. No. Oh, but they're Orthodox. Might be enough. And this is the power of these games. I'm totally ready to be done for today, but the game isn't. Right, we have too many holdings. That is something we need to take care of. There's a whole lot. Oh, we can negotiate alliances. Very good. My brother-in-law, Liptov, we negotiate that one. Duke Predslav. Absolutely not. Here we're gonna fight. And Vladimir of Lviv, who is inside our realm. We could also just kill our brother. You know. Because he doesn't seem to have any proper heirs at the moment. Oh no, he has. We're just second in line. But we're not gonna go become a murderer. So what we're gonna do is we have some realms. We have too many holdings. So let's check out our stuff here and give our son and heir some holdings. Let's wait for the marriages to come in. Very good. So the alliance is formed, and now we can give him some titles here. We have to get rid of 2. So right now we're going to do that. Give him that. And that's fine. So he's now our vassal. And I would like to be able to offer the wardship. Where's my son? Okay. Alright. All the alliances are coming in. So we are much stronger than him now. He has 2 allies. One of which is, you know, my ally, so that's fine. And we're gonna start this war right away. Since this is our birthright claim, basically, it costs us very little to do. So we will be able to call in an ally as well. And we definitely go for this one immediately. I'll just start this war, and we're gonna start checking this out next time, how this works. And what we're going to do. And we're going to call in an ally as well. Let's see. 150 to... Yeah, it's fine. We could afford it. 75. I'm thinking... He likes us best. But... We'll get him. He's kind of in the middle of what we need. High Chieftain Predslav. Nah, he can come. He can help. And we'll raise our armies. We need a new flag because the spot where we had the red flag is gone. So we'll move it to there-ish, I would say. Yeah, that's fine. We'll raise our army. Set it down toward our brother. And the Duke comes to join our fight. We'll set a good commander. Oh! Dragan is still there. He's my friend even? That's so cool. He was my favorite commander. I like him. I really like this guy. He led a peasant revolt against our father. And my father put down the peasant revolt. But instead of executing him or anything, he saw the potential. And he took him on and made him his greatest general. And that's what he has been doing. And apparently we have become his friend. That's so cool. I love that. All right. And that's what we're going to do for today. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this on YouTube, come check out Twitch. If you're watching this on Twitch, go check out YouTube. And both of you, come up, connect over on Mastodon. Until then, bye-bye.